Hey everybody, Bandicoot Commando here, and welcome to my brand new Let's Play of Crash Twinsanity. Twinsanity was more or less considered the sequel to Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex. That said though, long ago when I first played Wrath of Cortex, at the time, I said that it was considered the sequel to Crash Bandicoot 3 Warp from Naughty Dog. Don't worry, I'll skip this. It's just simply the trailer for the game anyway. Let's see. I said how Wrath of Cortex was a sequel to Warp. But in these recent years, thanks to Crash Bandicoot It's About Time, that changes everything. At the time when I recorded Wrath of Cortex, It's About Time was not even remotely hinted at. I'll just press the here. So, Twinsanity, though, if you go by the old timeline, as I'll call it, is the fifth game of the straightforward of the Crash adventures. And unlike the other Crash games that were on the other, what am I trying to say? Unlike the other Crash games that were out and about, like after Wrath of Cortex, which was 2001, Crash just had a brief stint of being on the Game Boy Advance through The Huge Adventure and In Trance. And later this same year, he would get Crash Purple, which was a crossover with Spyro. So, but Twinsanity remains, like, even after some of the post games after Twinsanity, Twinsanity was still very beloved for mostly its humor and a lot of other cool stuff, the soundtrack and the story and a lot of other stuff, especially the cut content and the development. So today we're just gonna do Twinsanity here. You can either, as you can see, I am playing the PS2 version. It was available for PS2 and Xbox. I do not believe if you played the Xbox version, I don't think it was compatible to work with the 360, so sorry for that. And it said 3 years ago as well. I think at this point, I did Wrath of Cortex roughly 3 years ago. It was either anywhere from 3 to 4 years ago, but close enough though. Like, let me take a quick check. Let me take a quick check just in case, because I honestly want to know now. My channel, and all I gotta do is just go to Wrath of Cortex, to the first video. I don't need to see when it came out specifically. Oh, this is going to be a lot of backtracking to do. Let's see. So far, I'm at the 3 years ago with at least the Jak and Daxter games and Ratchet & Clank and Sly Cooper. See, Spyro. Okay, so At this point, it was 4 years ago from what I'm reading here, but hey, close enough. Alright then, let's get going.
I'm gonna get ya! Come here.
Sleep, my insipid angel.
Crash! Crash! Where are you, big brother? There's something weird going on in the bay. Come see!
That is your autosave icon.
What have I got?
Oh, we're not really supposed to have you yet, Aku, because if we...
It is I, Aku Aku. My duty is to protect you. You may summon me by breaking open these crates. Call me thrice, and I shall grant you special powers.
Good to hear Mel Winkler's voice again, because... I didn't want to trigger that yet. I'm trying to do a bunch of other things. One of the big things that Twinsanity at least tried to introduce was the concept of, like, sort of an open world gameplay with Crash. So, before we go anywhere, there's a lot of stuff we could do here right off the bat. Also, get ready to hear and love, hopefully love this music. Nope, too small. There we go, that's better. Yeah, bite your tongue. Don't you say mean things about me. Oh, this camera's more finicky than I remember. Okay, line that up. That should be lined up good enough. Alright, and lastly, that should also be lined up good enough. Bulls. Oh, no. Bullseye! Oh man, the music. I want to sing along. Alright, we got a gem. The gems are different in this game this time around. They don't exactly go for... Get up. They don't exactly go for 100%. Well, I mean, they do, but what they do this time is that they allow you to access special features. Oh, it's gone. Let's go this way. Get rid of these monkeys. Push this acorn nut thing in this tree. Well, yep, there you go. You can also pick up the Wampa. You, stop throwing Wampa at me. Pop. I really want to explain stuff, but I'm getting too distracted. But the way that the game is structured, really... First, let me trigger this TNT. So the way it's structured is... I'll even have the pause screen here. So yeah, this is your pause screen, your Wampa, your lives, crystals, which are important. Your gems are off to the side there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4... There's 6 gems per level. This is your levels here. And then these are your extras, and by default, you'll unlock them as you collect them. The way it is, though, is that with me saying the open world thing, the way it works is that the first level, as I'll put it, is like your hub. These next levels you will unlock are basically somewhere you can access within the hub area, but we have to at least trigger and unlock them first. So, before we even get started with the main story, I am just going around getting lives and trying to get the gems that I can get early on. Alright, that there with whenever, if you fall from a high enough place, once Crash will do that, he'll just sort of fall on his back, but then he'll get back up. But I think it is possible to die from it. Ooh, watch out for fish. Poor fish getting launched out of a geyser. I think these fish can hurt you, so be careful. Well, that's one way to do fishing. Okay. Oh. Well, at least I still have Aku with me. Okay, this way we can find another gem. Watch out for the fish again. So this is an example where I meant about the whole hub world thing. Once we get to a certain point, these platforms will rise, and then we can jump and take a shortcut to get to another part of the hub area if we want to replay any levels. The music, again, I can't get over the music here. Hang on tight. Nice. That's the fun thing with the music here. The whole soundtrack in the game is done by a cappella. So because of that, it's really fun and creative. And it's also the reason why the band who did the soundtrack, Spiral Mouth, they would actually stick around and do the music for Crash Tag Team Racing, and I believe they did a little bit of Crash of the Titans. I think. But honestly, I feel like the cappella soundtrack actually works well for Crash. Though I still don't mind the old classic xylophone and other instruments that are used for his themes and such. Alright, there we go. And here's a soccer ball we can play with. But I don't want to play with the soccer ball. So, for this, as cruel but as funny as it is, we got to get these chickens to destroy these nitro crates. Keep your distance. You don't want to accidentally blow yourself up with them. Come on, girls, get out from the hen house. Come on. There's a ruckus in the hen house. Now get out. There we go. That'll do. Alternatively, you can also use the soccer ball, I think, but the chickens are there. You might as well use them. Speaking of chickens, was there not a point to the tree here? Well, I mean, we can, like, try and reach the Wampa. No, we can't. Some of Crash's moves, spin, jump and double jump. He can slide and jump. He can't do his high jump move, and he can body slam. I'm pressing L2 and R2 and such. Nothing's happening. Triangle pulls up your HUD. I don't think this thing has a purpose. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, this you gotta be very quick with, because you get like one shot at it. Oh, now it goes off. I'm like, why is it not flashing? And then, thanks. Well, now I have to, I think there's a way to trigger it again, though. Otherwise, I'd probably have to kill myself to trigger it again, and I don't really want to lose a life this early. Hey, a beach ball. So we got some soccer balls, we got a beach ball. Yeah, the thing I should say is the ball mechanics. There will be points in the game where Crash has to push ball, sphere-shaped objects. Nice towel, by the way. So this must be Coco's, and this is Crash's. I can tell with that floral pattern for Coco. But there will be points where, yeah, you have to kind of push objects. Usually, like I said, spherical shaped objects, and you just got to carefully maneuver them into spots that they need to be used to trigger something in some way or form. Yeah, that bomb is not coming back. And okay, well, before I think about going off killing myself. By the way, this is Crash's house. I can't access the back part of it. Alright, well then, let me... I really don't want to kill myself this early, but lives are somewhat plentiful. There we go, and also we gotta hear this
It is
again,
I,
but we can't
Aku.
skip it.
My duty is to protect you. You may summon me by breaking open these crates. Call me thrice, and I shall grant you special powers.
Alright. Despite what he says, the whole call me thrice and I give you powers doesn't exactly work like you think it will. Alright, can we do this time without... Uh-oh. Okay. It's gonna blow if I'm not careful. There. Now what you gotta do is you gotta carefully push this hay bale, and it should give you just enough to... No? Oh, it's the barrel. So, over here, push this barrel, and the barrel should give you just enough height to reach it. There you go. Little more. Little more. Come on, little more. Excellent. That should do. Okay, and the rest of the 2 gems we can find, I believe, just a bit beyond. You know, thing is, with such a nice life you got here, Crash, with the island and all that sort of thing, you know, do you ever find yourself, okay, do you ever find yourself asking, you may find yourself asking, Crash, in regards to, yeah, hold on, I'm trying to... Yeah, so you just may find yourself asking, when you get to a certain point in your life, you'll just find yourself asking, this is not my beautiful house, and that is not my beautiful wife. Because letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. Once in a lifetime, and same as it ever was.
Come on, follow me, Crash. Stay close and do what I do.
Okay, sorry it took so long for me to get to this part, but this part isn't so long, so I can still do it and make it fast. So a bit of old... So a bit of old classic, old school Crash Bandicoot here. Hold on, let me just look. Okay, yeah, we gotta go some ways this way. Don't worry about the other gems, because now we're in the level Jungle Bungle. And apparently the yellow gem at Crash's house counts for it. Okay. I thought it still counted for Insanity Beach. So even though I have 3 Akus, it's not the same like it was from the previous games, where it acts as instant invincibility to protect you from enemies. It doesn't kill them. All it does is it just protects you. It doesn't even protect you from explosions like TNTs and Nitros.
It's easy.
All too easy.
Well, we will deal with him later. We gotta deal with this first. This, I believe... Yeah, oh yeah, I remember this. This isn't what you think it is. Okay, it kinda is, but... You actually gotta just shoot the bombs normally and then bring them up here to the tikis as fast as possible. It can get tricky. Right about there. And there's 4 of these, so you gotta quickly navigate through this, and hopefully your ball pushing skills have gotten a bit better. As much as I want to pick up that Aku, I find myself not wanting to. Sometimes you have to get spheres over obstacles. Just slide into it to knock it over. You'll have to do that sometimes, where if you want to get your sphere over something like a wall or just some kind of low wall, just slide into it to knock it over. Oh, please tell me it got hit. Also, there's a gem over here. Purple. Did it get it? Yes, it got it. Good. Okay. We're good to get the next gem. I don't think there's ever a point where you'll have to use the slide jump, but if you do, I don't see the slide jump being used as like as a way to get around. Like, it's mostly used if you want to get around faster and speed run, because it doesn't do exactly what it would do from the previous games where it gave you a better jump. Speaking of slides, you don't have to kill the tribesmen, but if you wanna. Checkpoints break automatically if you get near them. You don't even have to break them, just walk into them. I don't think these should hurt you, but just watch out. Let's see. Yeah, it's... Levels offer like a lot of sort of, I guess you can call it exploration. Well, I mean, there's some barriers, but... I don't want to go any further that way.
What have we got? Are you? It's true. Blondes do have more fun.
It's got some good jokes. Alright, I'm gonna ignore the worm real quick, though. There used to be something special in this area, back in the previous betas and versions of this game. But that's for another time. Oh, wait a minute, what am I doing? Okay, let's see. Oh, is it just crates? I thought there was a gem. Oh, there is a gem. Got it. And there's another gem there. So as you just saw with Cortex with these worms, spinning them doesn't hurt them or anything. So if you want to get them to move to a new hole to bounce off of, just body slam them. I think we pretty much almost got all the... Yeah, there's only one left. I should be able to run into it in a moment. Will it let us go down here? Yes. More hidden lives and bad camera issues. Before I go onwards, is there, like, anything? I mean, I kind of do not want to risk losing any more lives, so let's go. Okay, this thing. This is a detonation crate, or a detonator crate. If you spin or jump on the trigger, it will blow up any nearby nitros. It's better to jump on the trigger though if you're in a hurry, because if you spin it, it spins a bit and then the trigger like detonates itself. But if you jump on it, it's a faster way of triggering it just to ensure that you get going.
What have I got?
I'm okay. The spikes broke my fall.
If the spikes broke your fall, you might want to get that looked at, Coco. So yeah, just crouch to avoid certain hazards or to crawl under certain things, even though I don't think there's ever a point where crouching and crawling is ever needed. Nitros are very sensitive in this game. Shit.
What have I got?
And like I said, Aku does not protect you from explosions of any kind. And again, I can't skip this.
I'm okay. The spikes broke my fall.
There. There we go. We should be close to the green gem.
Hey, hey, hey! Yeah, you! I've been doing this for 10 stinking years. Back and forward, and I'm sick of it! Well, I'm not gonna do it no more!
Well, aren't you a grouch? But luckily for me, there's conveniently some nitros behind you. I think if you miss, you can still kind of navigate through here without, thanks. Where's the green gem? I thought the green gem was, like, around here. I won't rest until I find it, so I will be back, guys, because well, actually, I think it is there. Oh, God, I can't even get this camera to turn around. Come on, if I'm gonna go back, okay, it's gonna be like that. I'll just have to come back for any missing gems at a later point, but I think I've been going on for a little too long, so I'm gonna end it here, though. So, that will do for this episode of Crash Twinsanity. Quick note, every time you move the camera move the camera around, Crash actually moves his head in relation to that, and I kind of like that. Alright, but yeah, that'll do for this episode of Crash Twinsanity. Join me next time as we follow Coco, as I put in quotation marks, and just see what she has to show us at the bay. I hope you guys will like Twinsanity. I've been waiting to do it for quite a long time. It is a very beloved Crash game, and I always was wondering, like, how am I going to do this when that day comes? And, well, the day is here, and I'm ready for it. So that is it, and I will see you guys next time.